Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I have Lombe and Edna with me today. Welcome to the channel, guys.
Thank you.
So in today's video, we are going to be talking about menses. We're going to be talking about periods and how as ladies, for the most part, we've been told to keep it a secret from men, especially in like our African, or should I say Zambian context, and just how the idea of that secrecy and how it affects us relating with these people in real life, in society. Like, how does it affect us? That's what we're going to dive into today with my ladies here. So let's get straight into the video.
Keep shining. You gotta keep it 100 every day. Being like just keep it shining every day. Better do what you got. No matter what life will bring, keep shining.
Okay, ladies, so to kick it off, the first thing I want to know from you guys is, what were you taught the first time that you started your P's? Like, I know there's like a theme for they teach you something, maybe your, I don't know, aunt or whatever. What were you taught the first time you started your P's? Who wants to go first? Lombia to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Okay, so for me, when I started, I think I started when I was in grade 7, somewhere there. So when I started, the first thing I was told is no one should know about this, especially the male side. Your father shouldn't know about it, your brothers, your classmates, they shouldn't know about it. But these are people I'm found with. So it was a bit awkward because you're going to school on your periods. And then the male folks shouldn't know about it. So it was a bit weird, but that's the first thing they told me. And you don't have to put
like
salt.
That was the number one thing. Even before like the self-care things, it was don't tell anyone.
No man should know about this, about your menses. No one should know about it. Oh, that was the topmost I was told.
What's the second thing you told?
Don't put salt. Don't shake a man's hand. There was so many myths. There was so many myths.
Like me, my bestie at the neighbor was a boy. How was I supposed to laugh with him without shaking his hand? What were you taught?
Okay, for me, I grew up with my uncle. So there was no like a female figure to like talk to me about this stuff. So when I actually started, I thought I was sick.
Yeah.
I didn't know like it was my period. I thought I was.
If you want to know about this story, one of the videos up on this channel, I was baking with Edna. We'll link it up somewhere.
Yeah. So I didn't know. So my sister is the one that told me actually. She just told me basically, okay, this is a period. This is what happens. So we just pad it up. Yeah.
Okay. No, at least you had someone either way, even if you were staying with your uncle. Okay, great. I think we can go straight to the next thing I want you guys to tell me about. This thing of you keeping it a secret. Why should it be kept? Like, why should me being on my P's be a secret? You said you were taught to keep it a secret from everyone generally, though it should be even more with with men or with boys or with So why were you told to keep it a secret? Like, why was it supposed to be a secret? Yes.
Okay. So for me, I feel it's cause menses are considered dirty.
Oh yeah.
So when you're on your periods, you're considered unclean. So if I come to a male and I'm considered unclean and they know about it, they'll start keeping a distance because I'm unclean. So we're told, keep it a secret. It's between you and God.
Oh,
between you and God. Keep it a secret so that this person doesn't feel uncomfortable being around you.
So it was
because you're
about
unclean.
the other person feeling comfortable as well. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's that.
That's that. For you, what do you think? Do you even have an idea as to why we're being told don't tell anyone?
I have no idea. I have
Nothing.
no idea, but I only got to like know like, okay, why do they say keep it a secret? I think it's basically the same thing that she has said, like how it's considered as dirt, like you become impure once you start your period.
Yeah.
So people don't have to know, and you're supposed to like exclude yourself from the rest of the crowd. Just be in a separate place. Don't go.
I have to be at work though.
Yeah. So that's what I got to hear.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards.
Well, for me, I didn't really have someone to like teach me about, when you start your P's or whatever. So most of the things I got to know, I knew them from school. Like in primary school, those my girls were a bit older or who matured earlier. They'll tell you wear a pad like this, you do this. So I learned about wearing a pad like before I even started my P's, like from school. How like the people who literally used to demonstrate and show us. like classmates and everything. And then the thing about keeping it a secret, for the most part, I heard things like because now you've come of age, like you don't need the guys to know these things because it's like, I think because of the idea you said about it being a dirty thing. And then also just like when you come of age, you're not supposed to play with guys that much.
Yeah.
Like growing up, they would allow us to just like play anyhow. Then when now like you start your piece, they're like, don't play with. Like the idea that what I heard from people, the idea was also about you've become of age, so don't play with guys so much. Something bad may happen, you know, like they would say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people would just say, you can now get pregnant, so don't be playing with guys so much, you know. So they would also hide that idea behind, oh, don't tell them about your peas, don't talk about this with them. I don't know what the connection was, but people would like say things like that.
Okay, so just to add on to that one, there's also an issue of when you become of age, you start menstruating, you are ready for marriage.
Yes.
So they feel anyone can sleep with you because they know you're ready for marriage.
Yeah.
You're old enough to take care of
Yeah.
yourself. There's that one also.
I think also that was the idea.
Yeah.
How do we feel the idea of keeping it a secret may affect now or may have affected in the past how we relate with these people we had to keep it a secret from? Like, does it affect our relation with them in any way? And like, how does it affect?
It actually does. Like, okay, for me, I think I'll take it back to the day I actually started, because I didn't know like there's such a thing. And then my sister, okay, she started earlier than I. She knew, but she didn't have anything. She didn't have pads. She didn't have anything. So when I started,
So you never knew that she used to have peas,
No,
but you used to stay in the same house.
actually, she had it like a month before I did.
Oh, that was her first time as well.
Yeah, it was her first time as well. So
But she never ever
didn't-
told you.
She didn't tell me anything. So when I started, she didn't have pads with her to give me. So we were actually in a mode of panicking.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we panicked and we couldn't go to my uncle because she was
Because you
short.
can't tell your uncle.
Yes.
Oh,
And he was
wow.
the only one at home. So we were like, okay, what are we going to do? So we went to the neighbor's place. We were supposed to ask a grandma that was there, and she was not around. So it was
Like, what am I going to do?
confusion. So I think the issue of keeping it a secret, it just brings out that thing of, okay, you don't know what you're going to do in that moment, especially if it's just those days when you're starting, you're not yet used to when your peas are coming, you know, because with time you get to know, okay, every month I get to have my peas around
Like
this
around
time.
this time.
But when you're just starting and you don't have someone you can talk to about these things, it's quite dramatic, honestly.
I can imagine the drama going to the
Yeah.
neighbor. The Buya is also not there. What do you have to say about that? Are you done? Is that all, Edna?
Yeah, I think that's okay. It was wild because okay, we're just the three of us, me, my uncle, and my sister.
Yeah.
So half the time we don't have pads. We'll have to wait for him to come back from work.
Like even the other times again.
Yes, if we don't have pads, especially, we'll have to wait for him to come back from work. We ask for his phone and call our moms because our moms were not around. Because they're the only ones who could talk to about these things. Because we're asking for money, and you know he would ask,
What
do you
is
want?"
it for?
Yes, so it's bad.
That was something. Lombe, anything on the same?
Okay, so the issue of keeping it a secret affects us as females a lot because, like she said, you have to have someone to support you, if I should say. And if there's that person isn't there and there's only male, at least I can freely go to my uncle, my dad, and tell them, okay, I need money for this. I want you to get me this when you're coming back. So there's also an issue like in schools. If let's say you're starting at a very young age, you don't know your cycle, you don't know when you start, you don't know those days, and you start in class. So if we have these males, I don't know if this is supposed to be a recommendation, where males are taught about these things, so that if I started in class and one male notices that I've messed my skate, he can freely come to me and tell me, Olombe, here's my jersey, cover yourself, go to the bathroom, if you've got a pad in your bag, go and change, or go home, bring my jersey tomorrow. I have to be in a comfortable space so that I'm not so affected. But we're in a situation where these males don't know about these things. So if a male sees that I've stained my skate, he's definitely going to tell his friends. And if they start laughing at me, what's that going to cause?
To do to you.
I'll go home and I'm not coming back to school for the next 1 week.
Yeah.
That affects my
like,
school.
Guys.
Hence the increase in, school dropouts. The number is increasing because they're in a space that they're not comfortable.
Yeah, for certain
So that affects us.
Yeah, that's very true. I think we've even crossed over a bit into what my next question to you guys was going to be. But just a little bit on that, I totally agree with you. And it's just the same idea, really. It's not, for me, it's not really the idea of it's bad to. The issue of keeping it to yourself is about hygiene and just like, you know, people don't really need to see your mess or whatever. That's totally okay. It's like how you go to the bathroom and what you do in the bathroom is private. Right? Even that falls in that category. But when it comes to certain things, we need other people to be educated, like you said. That's really true. It really does. For me, I grew up in a house of men, my brothers and my dad, and if there were visitors, for the most part, they were male. The women would just come and pass through. The men would come and actually stay with us. So if anything was going on with me to do with my cycle, they were the only people I would like have to tell or whatever. And then I have like bad period pains and all that. There were times I'm expected to cook and I'm only with men at home, and then I'm sick. I can't do that. So how do I tell them? You know, so for me, my dad and I are good friends. So me, I used to tell my daddy, I need this, and he never used to make it awkward. I appreciate that. So it's just basically what you guys have already said. So like I said, you've gone a little bit into the next thing I want us to talk about. Why should we be more open about periods? Just like in a nutshell, I know we've already touched it. Why should we be more open? And you can even go a bit into the how we can be more open about it.
I think the first thing I'll talk about is being comfortable. Because if I tell the male next to me, the male I stay with, my brothers, my sisters, my brothers, my uncles, my father, if I can easily go to them and tell them, okay, Emmanuel, I can't do this, or get me this, or if he says go and buy this in town or something, I can easily tell him, okay, you know what, I'm Emmanuel. Okay right, but a scenario where I just have to say, no, I can't.
Yeah, it's like
that would sound very disrespectful.
You're one, when Johnny taught.
Exactly. So now I want to be comfortable.
Yes.
I should comfortably tell the males I'm close to say, okay, this is my situation now. Whatever you want, just do it on your own at this point. So I want to be comfortable.
Now,
Well, for me, I think, you know, how there's like so much surrounding this same period thing, such that I think we just need to change the narrative.
Yes, true.
That people should get comfortable, as she has said, because you know there's certain times when you can only hide something for so long. You can't hide it like forever. Because I'll give you an example of my sister. She has like bad cramps where she can go for like 4 days. She's just down. She can't do anything on her own. So at the end of the day, obviously, the man will have to know, okay, why is she sick? Because she's not sick for, okay, let's go to the hospital, it's malaria, it's what. These are periods. So
and
at the end
it's
of
going
the
to
day,
happen to her like every month or almost every month.
So it's
what
a repeated
excuse
thing.
does she use the following month?
Yeah. At the beginning, okay, it was just like, okay, he doesn't have to know. But it got to a point where my uncle became concerned. Like, okay, what is wrong with this child? That's when my grandmother opened up and said, okay, this
which is a good thing.
So, they have to know at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I think that's all we had, and I hope we get what we're trying to bring out. It's just education about periods should be general. Everyone should know about it. Even like young boys as they're going out, I feel they should know about it. And this is to help both them and ourselves, considering the scenarios that we've already mentioned here. So guys, thank you for coming. It's been a great conversation. I just love how everything has gone. I hope we can link up again. And thank you all for watching. And like, share, comment, and do subscribe. Bye. Thank you, ladies. I'm relieved. The way you breathe afterwards. You know it. It's better than this one. Yeah. Tukasabia kwa madoa manje. I'm so relieved. I'm Bobina. Oh. Oh, which one? Oh, okay.
Alright, cool. Ay.
Thank God it was just one take. Thank God. God.